Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for coming back. And thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. My goodness. I think my fingers are worn out from all the comments back and the hearts, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you. I don't know which is better, all the birthday wishes. Well, actually, yeah. But the second gift I got was watching the grifting geezer drop the F-bomb on TV. I mean, whoa. I don't know if they showed it on other channel or, media outlets, but on MSNBC, they let it rip. They didn't even block it. No beep, no nothing. Oh, God. Grandpa's pissed, isn't he? Yeah, you can bomb Iran, but you can't... or Iran, I should say, but you can't get that winky working. You just can't. Oh, so just in case you guys didn't hear it, he said, Israel and Iran, they don't know what they're fucking doing. And I'm like, do you know what you're fucking doing? Apparently not. Oh, okay, so Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. Is this the day disgusting Don the Con falls off his twig, to quote Libby over at Meister Tarot? Let's look at his health. What the status of his health? How's this going to go? Of course, he's in the Netherlands, I guess, at the NATO. Yeah, no. Well, I don't think Putin's still alive, but even Russia doesn't want him anymore. Okay, but I'm sticking with health because I have to. The Empress is the lymphatic system, okay? It's kidneys and lymphatic system. Coming through reverse trouble there. And he wants his mommy. Could be, also the issues that his mother had genetically. There's that possibility too. The Ace of Disc coming in the challenge position. To me, this has to do with medication, but also when it's challenged, we're talking infections, things that he needs to be careful with. Maybe he's getting a UTI from his catheter. There's that possibility. Okay, early morning, maybe he is traveling back. His heart is not doing well. Okay, so but with the Six of Swords, where's my chopstick? Here we go. Six of Swords, it's upright, so it's not it's not as challenged at all. But when it comes to what is what the health implications, if there were any, because it's Mercury in Aquarius, it is somebody that would need some alternative health support, but he's not getting that. We know he's not going for acupuncture. He's not going for anything that. He's just looking to numb out and keep going. But I think it's really him traveling back and from NATO, and he's not happy about it. Now, when it comes to heart issues, this is the card. This is heart problems, artery problems. This is depression. It's not reversed, so it's even worse. It's well, on one level, we could look at it as just loss and feeling rejected. And I don't know that he has the capacity to feel sadness, but it's also my card for, when people don't feel their sadness, it turns into hatred because there's been betrayal. It's remember that song? Who you guys tell me. I can't remember. Oh my goodness. The group who did the Lessons in Love song. I won't even try to sing it to you, but Saturn and Libra, okay? Saturn's always about lessons and maturing and growing up, or the karma because you don't, and Libra's about relationships. So he's leaving NATO feeling rejected, down, feeling at loss, but he's projecting his hatred outward, and we all know what that does to a person's heart. It is also my card for heart surgery because, of course, the swords can be sharp instruments. Midday, somebody, well, I'm supposed to stick with the health and not people, but it's so tempting. So with we've got the mom and the dad here with the Empress and the Emperor. So with the Emperor, this could be problems that his dad had genetically that he's carrying forward. Of course, Alzheimer's, and but also because it's Mars and Aries, it's just problems with his head, heart. That all clocks in as stroke to me. And then the Three of Wands, of course. You know what else? I'm getting another little hit here. There's just because of the 4 and the concrete and the Aries energy that when it's not used correctly, it's not about being present with others. Instead, it's about warmongering. And, we've got these steel boots here, and he does wear braces, and for his his drop foot, drop feet, both of them. He had braces on both legs, remember? So yeah. Anyway, just people that like to fight. Just there's some authority that he thinks he is, but it's not him. But he's pushing the bounds of autocracy and dictatorship. He's a little dictator, that's for sure. So, 3 of Wands. Again, Sun in Aries. Mars in Aries, Sun in Aries. We're talking the head. We're talking strokes. I mean, it's high blood pressure is a part of strokes. And then again, because the Sun in Aries, and please don't take this personally if you're a guy that is losing his hair and his bald, because I don't mind that at all. But this guy does, and this is our card for hair loss. So I think we can expect to just see him in his stupid hat, all of his stupid hats. Ooh. Now, I'd like to say a whistleblower with the Page of Swords. So later in the evening, we've got Page of Swords and the 3 of Cups reversed. So, okay. I'm going to move these down. Sometimes I think you guys are watching. How many of you guys, give me a thumbs up or I won't know if it's a thumbs up. Comment. Give me a comment and let me know how many of you actually watch from your cell phone. Because when you do, I think I need to move the cards down a little. But let me know if visually everything works out for you. So, okay. Page of Swords is our card for whistleblowers. It's one of the cards for whistleblowers. Later in the evening, there could be some news coming out that he doesn't like getting at all. And I would think it's all about NATO because he can't suppress anything when he's over in other countries. They can put out whatever they want, and they do. And so this is a card for gossiping, and it's a card for liars. And this is him, all talk and no action. This is him being the big fat hypocrite that he is. And because it's, the Sun in Gemini rules the, respiratory system. So there's that. But also, and we know he's been super short of breath, for quite some time. But when this card comes through reversed with the health, ramifications, I'm thinking of falls and accidents and everything that rules the legs, and he winds up on his head. Wonder if this is what's happening today. It's also the circulatory system, so there's that. Now, the Three of Cups coming through reverse, because it's Mercury in Cancer, he's wanting connection and wanting to celebrate, but he's not getting it. And on the health level, this is our card for depression and resentments because you're not getting what you want. And then you turn to food or drink to, because Mercury in Cancer, it's like, eating your feelings or drinking, drinking away the pain. But also, because it's reversed, it's feeling like no friends. It's another card for gossip. So we've got two gossiping cards, people talking about him because of NATO, I'm sure. And everything else, him dropping the F-bombs. And that's how he talks all the time, just like the rest of us. I'm not putting him down for that. But he forgot he was on TV. Right? So, yeah, his true colors are coming through, and that's just fine. I'd rather he's honest. But anyway, back to the Three of Cups here. When it comes to reversed meanings, because I'm trying to cover all the bases here for you guys. This is relationships that are triangular. They're not, people aren't, when it's reversed, they're not working together well. They're gossiping and feeling like he has no real friends or any real social life. I mean, you saw him at his parade on his birthday. He wasn't happy at all. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah. Oh my God. And the Eight of Swords again. So the Queen of Cups, Moon in Cancer, when she's reversed, she's super moody. And on the level of health, it's like lower back, or no, I'm sorry. It's I'm thinking of the Queen of Swords with the Queen of, because we're in the watery signs here, and especially Cancer. This is my card for codependency here. And somebody who's really emotionally insecure. So if there's a woman around him, they're all ganging up on him. I can't say that this is, well, I mean, it could be. I don't know if Pam Bondi's going to attack him, but maybe the president of Mexico has something to say about him, because she's a Cancer. She's one of our Queen of Cups. The other Queen of Cups are judges, and Elizabeth Warren. She's definitely always out there talking about him. And a lot of the Democrats they're doing the best they can. When you guys comment that one of the Democrats going to do something, that just tells me that you're not watching the news, or you're not getting the news. You don't have MSNBC, or you don't look on YouTube to follow them, because they're doing a lot all the time. They're fighting, but they don't have the majority in either. Branch of, they don't, Senate or House. They don't have the majority. And SCOTUS is Scrotus. They're terrible. My God, what the things that they're doing recently. And yeah, third year anniversary yesterday of the overturn of Roe v. Wade and the Dobbs decision. So there's all of that. But anywho, back to this moron, Cheeto who stole the election and lies and cheats every day. Women are even ganging up on him. Well, I think more women than men. There's more of us. He's outnumbered, but anyway, I think there's more of us that are just enraged by him every day. So, but on the reversed meanings here, and sorry to take so long with this, besides codependency, there's also, that emotional insecurity and being gullible and having weak boundaries and giving to get. So there could be women around him that are doing that, or this card is just mirroring him acting like the whiny little pussy ass bitch. right? I think that that's what's going on. Later in the evening, maybe Chrissy Teigen gets him again. I don't know. Okay, Jupiter in Gemini, ruling the Eight of Swords when it comes through reversed. This is the nervous system, veins and arteries and respiratory system, and he's not breathing well. Both of these cards, he's just not breathing well, and the heart problems over here. And it is terrible on a person's health to be flying as much as he does when you're not healthy. And the older you are, the worse it gets. And the further you fly east, I've heard, is the worst. It's harder and harder. I have a dear friend who's a famous musician, Pam Rose. She has her own YouTube channel if you want to go check her out. It's called Pam Rose, I think, Artist Official. But anyway, she used to fly all over the world, well, for years and years and years, and she said the further east was always harder than west, and the further east you go, the worse it was. So I definitely trust her. Okay, now at the foundation of the reading, we've got the devil, and you know my keywords for that is the devil has its due. When it comes to reversed, if you guys got this card, on your own for one of your own readings, I would say, hey, you are reclaiming your power. But not for him. This is his card of, and I know you're going to say, oh, he doesn't have any reputation, but this is a card for a soiled reputation. Somebody who's just not willing to face the truth, and he's so stupid he believes in his own lies, and all he does is gaslights everyone else and projects. So at the foundation of the reading, nothing went well at NATO with him. I'm doing this reading on the 24th, so I don't know what's going to happen yet. All I know is he left to go there. I don't even know if he's gotten there yet, because I'm doing this in the morning. So, but based on these cards, I'm going to say it didn't go well for him at all. And he's coming back early. Maybe he's only staying for one day. Comes back, is leaving early in the morning the next, the 25th, this day. And he's too full of fluids because things are not well. Looking at these two here, it looks to me like congestive heart problems is what has him bound by the devil, and he's just spewing his hatred back out onto everyone else. His own self-hatred, by the way, right? But it's unconscious. He doesn't understand that all of his problems stem from his own self-hatred. It's all unconscious, So remember, never forget this quote. Carl Jung, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So our unconscious attitudes and false beliefs, they create the life we are living. So we have the power to turn everything around. So, okay, that's all I have for today. Sorry for all the F-bombs on my side and quoting Chrissy Teigen, but I love her. Okay, take good care. Bye.